Hey, Big Mike here on the mic. Yeah, just burning some matches at 600 watts. I'm actually in the second group here on Como on August 6th, and I think that's Mark. Mark got two Marks here. I think Mark Hoffenberg and this Mark on the Mach with the Mach 5 kit. So I'll just call him Mach 5 dude, and I'll call Mark Hoffenberg. I think we got a couple other guys up there, young guys, just killing it on this ride. So I'm only up there because I cheated along with the two Marks and met these two young guys that were just burning it up on Cooks. So we're going on the downhill here, and honestly, I was pretty fried from yesterday, but I got a good ride in today. I'm actually sitting here doing this narration, and I am pretty fried here today. In fact, I was so tired I could barely eat. My jaw muscles hurt. That's how hard I rode today and yesterday. So I'm on Hoffenberg's wheel here, and really my objective today was to meet the group on the climb and get some good intervals in, I guess you could, if you want to call it that, through the canyon. So the climb is just a bit too hard for me to make with the lead group, and yeah, so I got to do my work here where I can actually get my work done. So yeah, you'll see the watts go up and down, so it's kind of interesting here. And the Mach 5 guy is actually a pretty big guy, and similar, putting down similar power to me. Actually, I'm the worst rider of this group of five here, and you can see we're in the canyon here proper, trading some pulls. I like the look of this kid on the pinkish bike, and I want to say, oh man, I get everybody's name mixed up. I want to say his name is Thomas, I think, but I could be wrong. I think we have Dylan up here up front too. And I know I got Mark Hoffenberg for sure. That's the one name I know for sure, Mr. Hoffenberg. So we actually, I think in a video a couple weeks ago, I talked about how I was in a group and I had to kind of organize them into a pace line. Not so with these guys. These guys are all, these guys got some good legs, all of them. And again, they're all better than me, at least at this point here in August, for sure. Even Hoffenberg all banged up. He's still got bandages on his legs there, Mark. Nice. So yeah, very little talking needed to be done here. And pretty much the two younger guys, they did most of the pulling and the hard pulling. And, I did what I could. So, sometimes that's all you can do. And, hey, that's cool. If you know these guys and you're, let them know that, hey, I'm gonna do what I can, and that's about it. So we got this nice pace line going here, and still I'm going to the back of the pace line, still doing 400 watts. So there you go. There's actually a group ahead of us of 3 or 4 riders. Wow, was that a silver old Mercedes that went past? I got to rewind that and look later. So there's a group ahead of us that we're trying to track down, and there's a bigger group behind us that we're trying to hold off. So ultimately, we do catch the group in front of us, and the bigger group behind us does catch us right before the right around Irvine Lake, right before Cook's Climb. So again, we've got a decent pace line going here, and you can just tell by how much I'm actually sitting on that the two young studs are up there just cranking it. And yeah, we got this little slightly downhill portion here, so we can up the speed somewhat, and I can almost draft here on a 1%, negative 1% grade. I barely have to pedal, which is a good thing for me in this case. I'm trying to just save my watts here for the little bit of pooling that I did do. So you can see the two young guys are just doing most of the work, and us 3 older gentlemen. I think I'm the second oldest in this group. Hoffenberg is older than me. Curses. So yeah, we're just doing our kind of trading our pool. You can see I'm trying to save energy, and I'm actually going so fast that I've got to drift out and slow myself down a bit, which the technique I use when I'm going a bit too fast is I just try to drift off to the left and let the wind hit me, and let that wind slow me down a bit, and then get back on the draft again and back on the pedals. So I'm coming around the Mach 5 guy, 550 watts. I get around him. You can see I don't last long on the front. I pull over, and one of these young guys is just going to come by me. Look, those two guys, man, they're just, yeah, the good old days. Only if. Just wonder how fast I could have ridden my bike when I was that age. One will never know. So I guess ride your bike as fast as you can these days. So I think that was my last pool. We're about to catch the group in front of us that has Rigo in it, and a couple other guys. I'm not sure what they're. Gosh, some of these guys I just don't know their name. I want to say Taylor is one of the young guns up there, and Big Rigo Cruz is up there just hammering. So we're still on it here. And again, I don't think I take any more pools. Like I said, I did what I could. And I'm actually telling these guys, I think I tell him, hey, go ahead, I'm done. I'm just going to sit on. And that's the right thing to do. So when you're in a group like this and these guys are working hard and you're kind of the interloper, if you will, or the guy who's sitting on, just let them know. And the experienced riders and the good riders out there, they're gonna be cool with that. I'm totally cool with that. When your legs are gone, they're gone, and it's that simple. And no need to get mad or upset about it. If you got a guy sitting on your wheel and he can't do the work, that it just is what it is. So you can see the little group. There's a group of 3 or 4 guys up there in front of us, and yeah, we catch them here right as we go past Silverado. Last week I think I was talking about how Mark was kind of grinding, but he ain't grinding now, man. He's got the good cadence going. He's spinning really good. I'm spinning pretty good. My problem today is I couldn't get my heart rate up there, so that hurt me. Here we are. We come up on these guys, and again, I'm just sitting on it. And I'm telling them, I'm like, hey, I'm sitting on at this point. It's actually kind of funny what happens here. I guess I find this a little bit humorous. So I'm sitting on, still doing 500 watts sitting on. Go figure. You can see Big Rigo there. So Rigo, it's kind of funny. Watch him here. He, he's so big. You want to be nice to him. You don't want him to hurt you. So now he's like, dude, go. And I'm telling him before I even got up to him, I'm like, I'm shot. I'm done. I don't have any legs. But he still gives me the good old Mexican wave by. So he's on my wheel. Now watch what Rigo does here. So he's kind of known for doing this, and it's cool. I don't mind. He's a big guy, so he gets a pass from me he's bigger than me, right? So he gets a pass from me. Watch him just go flying past everybody. So can you just imagine if a guy like Rigo and myself and some of the other bigger guys, if we got in a train and just pulled like crazy together. So Rigo I've never worked in a group with him ever. I don't think once. But hey, like I said, that's cool, man. The guy's got legs and he can hammer for sure. So what are you gonna do? Everybody has their own little riding style. So now we're in the group of like 8 or 9 guys. And there's a group behind us that's tracking us down, and I'm just not able to contribute here, and Mach 5 guy is not contributing much, and yeah, just the young guys are out there doing, like I said, doing what they can. So I transition over here off that little going on the downhill, and we're getting ready to come up on Lake Irvine and come up under the one bridge, and we're just almost getting caught here by the bigger group behind us, but we're still pushing the watts, man. Look at that, 500, 600 watts. So I'm burning all kinds of matches, and I know I'm not going to make it up dump at this point with these guys. I just don't have the legs and the threshold necessary to do that. And I was kind of watching. There's Rico again. He's like, go, andale. I kind of get a kick out of that, but hey, like I said, it's all good, man. Whoops. So sometimes you got to do a little weaving and winding, and grinding, weaving, winding, whatever. It's all narration. It's all good. You guys know what I mean. So we're still going pretty good here. And again, I'm sitting on and I'm just trying to save my matches. And I'm pretty sure at this point, I'm just going to last as long up dump as I possibly can. So we do get caught by the other group though, unfortunately. And I end up just falling off a dump about a third of the way up. Maybe I make it half the way up. So here we are getting on a dump here proper. And I'm still in the group. And, we're not going super hard here, thank goodness. But you'll see the pace go up. And I kind of give it my last hurrah. Got Frank here. And I think I want to say that's David in the blue socks right in front of me. So, yeah, I'm going 500 watts here. I hit 600. Nah, I'm losing. No, 500. I can hold 500 watts for just a few seconds, but not for long. I'm spinning as fast as I can. But see look at my heart rate over there, 149, 150. So I'm on a much better day. I can get much more power if I can get my heart rate up into the high 160s, low 170s, and that just was not happening for me today. I think I was a bit, just a bit shelled from yesterday doing Canyon Velo. Didn't get a chance to make a video on that. Had a fairly decent day yesterday. Getting a little bit of legs back, but I'm still a good 15-20% down on power. So, yep, you can see the group just riding away from me. So, bye-bye. I do end up catching back up to Blue Sock guy. And again, I think, apologies, man. I think it's David. So, yeah, so we finish off the ride, go to Starbucks, get refreshed. And I don't think I've ever really videoed on the trail here, the river trail. So, we had a pretty big group here, and I thought we were going to kind of ride tempo and ride pretty easy, but all the way through the canyon, all the way down the river trail here, and from Starbucks, this group actually went pretty darn hard. So it's up and down yo-yoing, 100 watts up to 500 watts. And again, I'm just doing pretty much everything I can to sit on. Josh is here in this group with me. Met up with Josh, and he decided to go along too, and it makes sense. I think Josh lives in Laguna Beach. So yeah, so this trail was, it was hard for me, and it was a headwind, so the guys on the front were actually doing a ton of work. I call him Sprinter John, a really good sprinter up there. His name's John. I didn't get you really on video, John. Sorry, man. But he was up there doing a ton of work, killing it. There's Josh in green. And yeah, we just, I PR'd pretty much every segment going on this trail, and kind of along that whole path from the regroup down there at Starbucks. So that's why I included the footage here, just so you can see this guy in blue. He was looking awful good too, and I don't. Blue dude, I want to say your name is Rex or Robert, but again, I can't. There's Dylan. Dylan was the guy killing it in the canyon there. This guy in the blue was killing it too. And I like his pedaling style as well. Oh, cops were doing something there. Not sure what that was all about. We slowed down a little bit and then boom, kicked it right back up again. So kind of a fun ride down the trail here. I enjoyed it, and I really got all the exercise that I wanted to get in terms of getting a good workout in. So that worked out real good for me. I kind of had to cheat to do it. I would have been dropped way before the top of Cooks, and I probably would not have gotten the intensity in that I wanted to get. So you can see there's some good intensity, man, when you start pushing some big numbers like that in the 600 watt range. Yeah, some pretty good intensity. So really a lot of yo-yo, a lot of up, a lot of hard mashing on the pedals, high revs, and then you'd slow down a little bit and then hit it again. But that's pretty much exactly what I wanted to do today. So that worked out real good. I sat on Josh's wheel here for quite some time. I'm actually getting a great draft, because this guy next to Josh on his left, another young kid that was just killing it. I think he's got a 2017 state championship jersey on. Ooh, that was close. Looked a lot closer than it was. He was killing it today, and I'm not sure I'm not sure what his name is. I'll have to say hi to him if I see him again. But I had a nice kind of double draft there for a while off of these two guys, and then right back on Josh's wheel again. Josh's wheels was kind of cool. I was watching some of the footage, and if you can see his wheel, you can see the words zip on that thing, which is kind of cool. It must have something to do with the frame rate and the actual rotation of his wheel in terms of how much it's actually rotating, say, every second, what its RPMs actually are. Right there, see where it says zip, 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 zip. I thought that was kind of a cool effect when I was kind of putting assembling the video together. Going around the corners, kind of fun there. Kind of a cool view. So much fun to ride your bike. Yeah, ever since I was riding bikes, it's always been fun. But hey, Josh, thanks today, man. You pretty much, once we got onto PCH, you pretty much towed me all the way to Laguna Beach, and then it was a long slog from there all the way home, up Laguna Canyon Road and El Toro, and then back up Los Alisos. But I was really concentrating on keeping my cadence up and just, maintaining a really nice tempo and got a great, like I said, got a great ride in. And I do want to thank the guys in the canyon. And if I got your names wrong, except for the two Marks, I think, and the Mach 5 guy, sorry I couldn't contribute more, but I do appreciate you guys letting me sit in with you and contribute where I could and get a really nice workout in. I need much more of that kind of speed work. So pretty much finishing up here at the end of this river trail here, and just a beautiful California day out. Classic Como Street. Just, riders strewn all over the OC on the normal Como route. And my legs are just fried after 2 days of hard ride. And so I may ride easy tomorrow and try to hit the Tuesday morning World Championship ride, see if my legs have gotten any better. I was out last week. I was in Tampa, so I got actually 2 days in on the Hilton Garden Inn stationary bike, which was a seated bike where you sat. Instead of sitting up, you sit down. I can't stand those bikes, but that's all that was there, and I had to do something. So we're pretty much finishing up the ride here. Again, thanks, Josh, man. That was a big help. And I was just sweating like a pig today, too. Just sweating like crazy. I think I lost 6 pounds on this ride. We're slowing down. I slowed the camera down here. Got a nice, cute little hottie on the side of the road. She was, looked like, I thought she was taking my picture, but yeah, no, she wasn't taking my picture. So, hey, everybody. Appreciate you listening for this long, and we'll see you out there later.